Hello heroes, Joe Smith here. Just got done looking over this big orange Husqvarna rider I was talking about at the beginning of yesterday's video. And the story was guy was mowing a hill. Don't know how steep of a hill is, but these lawn tractors aren't really made for mowing hills. Especially for like extended periods of time, because oil in the engine will run all off to the one side of that while it's tilted on the hill, and then it won't be getting picked up by the oil pump, and then you won't have proper circulation, and engine will run hotter and wear out faster. I had a customer like a year or two ago brought a rider in and already blew the engine with only like 200 hours on it, because he did nothing but mow a big hilly yard with it every week. And just burnt up the motor from right hot with no oil being on tilted on the hill or whatever. But this guy said the dipstick had popped loose for that. And these dipsticks they're pretty common. I don't know if you can see, but on the one side here there's the 2 tabs, and then on the side where my thumb is there's just 1 tab. It only goes on one way. I've seen a couple others the past couple years that come in where they were loose because they tried putting them on like opposite, backwards or whatever, to where the tabs did not match up. But and the same thing here, the 1 tab and then, or 1 notch and then 2 notches. If you do it correctly and twist it, it should stay in. I mean, it's a good idea to check it or check the oil before you start each time. But apparently what happened, it came loose, it started spitting out oil. He said the mower died, so apparently he didn't get shut off right away or something. Probably got a low oil sensor on it. They usually do. So I'm guessing he probably spit out enough oil. It may have already been low on oil in the first place, I don't know. But I'm guessing it probably tripped the low oil sensor, and then that shut it down. And then he said he couldn't get it to restart. I'm guessing, well, apparently the engine's locked up or seized up or that. He had blew the fuse, and he said he changed the oil, put in all new oil. He overfilled it by 1 quart. I had drained like 1 quart off. I was hoping maybe it just hydrolocked from being overfilled, so I pulled the spark plugs. They're both brand new. So he tried, spent a bunch of money trying to figure it out himself. Replace spark plugs that didn't need to be replaced. He did change oil, which probably needed to be changed. Most people don't change oil often enough. He couldn't get it to start. He probably just held the key over all the way to start until the fuse popped, which the fuse did blow. It did find a blown fuse, because when I first tried it, or when you first brought it in, I turned the key and there's like nothing, no power to the starter. So I went ahead and pull the battery. Sometimes the fuses are like up underneath here, and then other times they're like right next to the battery and the start solenoid. It just depends on the model. I guess the ones when they're up here is because the battery's up here and the gas tank's underneath the seat. But this one, the battery's underneath the seat, so the fuse is going to be like close to the battery and the solenoid, and they're all going to be right by each other. So some riders, like I said, some riders have the battery solenoid fuse up underneath here and the gas tank underneath the seat. This one has the gas tank up here and the battery solenoid fuse underneath the seat. So I pulled the battery, found the fuse, pulled it. It was blown, confirmed it, tested. It's kind of hard to see. It did look kind of blown, but then it kind of didn't look blown. I went ahead and just put a test light to it and touched it to the battery, and yeah, it was blown. Put a new one in, and I was able to bump it over. So I fixed the electrical issue with the blown fuse, but that's the result I got. Went ahead and pulled the spark plugs at that point. Because usually if you just got the overfull of oil, you pull the spark plugs and bump it over, and it'll just spit the oil out the spark plug hole. So that's kind of what I was hoping. Wasn't the case. Severely overfilled, so I went ahead and just started draining it and kept checking the dipstick while it was draining till the point where it was at like the correct level, and then tried bumping again and still nothing. When it put like a piece of rod in both spark plug holes and tried hit it with a hammer, see if I could kind of get it to move backwards or forward any. Took the screen off and was trying to turn my hand or with the impact, and nothing. So my guess is he ran too low on oil, seized the engine, or maybe it shut down from low oil, but because it's hot, it went ahead and seized up after he shut down. And then he blew the fuse trying to restart it after he refilled it with oil. And then of course he went and bought a brand new battery thinking the battery was bad, and bought brand new spark plugs thinking they were bad. He didn't replace the air filter. It's real dirty, but no point now, I guess. It's going to be a new engine or a new mower. So anyone watching, hopefully you learned something. Hopefully this lesson, so this don't happen to you. Make sure you check your oil and your air filter before every use. Do not mow steep hills. And if you do see it start to smoke or oil spitting out somewhere, shut down immediately. And if you don't know what you're doing, you might as well just take it to the shop and let them figure it out. Otherwise, you'll end up throwing a bunch of money at it that you don't need to, and then you still have to take it to the shop. Well, guess I gotta call them up and tell them the good news and bad news. Good news, it was just a fuse. Bad news, you blew the engine. So you blew a fuse and blew the engine. See what he wants to do. If he wants me to get a new engine, or if he wants to just go buy a new mower. Well, thanks for watching, guys. It's been Joe Smith, signing out.